Thank you, Sandy. I'm excited to be here to tell the story of NextGen Healthcare's move to the cloud. Many of us in the room today share something in common. We're all technologists. But there's something else. At one time or another in our lives, we've all been patients. And in NextGen Healthcare, we believe in better health outcomes for all of us, better healthcare experiences for patients and their families, and better experiences for physicians. NextGen Healthcare has a combination of services, both SaaS and hosted, designed to empower physicians to enrich the patient care experience. We've been in business since 1976, and as you can imagine, we've acquired some technical debt along the way. This is the story of our digital transformation. There are 4 key areas we needed to improve on. Complexity, we were using 24 physical hosting locations, purchased through 9 different vendors. Undifferentiated heavy lifting seemed to be part of our job description. Automation, we weren't doing it. Costs were rising, and more importantly, they were not predictable. We need to support development teams' desire to move faster, and they kept asking us, do we really want to develop applications for legacy environments? And we wanted to meet and exceed our clients' expectations, and that meant improving SLAs and client SAT scores, all while adhering to regulatory guidelines. And for us in healthcare, that's HIPAA. Our chosen security framework is high trust, and we needed a solution that dovetailed with that framework. When we began looking at best-in-class cloud providers, HIPAA eligibility was at the top of the list, and we chose AWS, and we are all in. The number of HIPAA-eligible services and growing gives us peace of mind that we're meeting our regulatory obligations and tells us that we're working with a vendor that is committed to the success of clients in the healthcare space. With AWS, we didn't just find a technology vendor, but a team of people who are truly dedicated to helping us transform our business. So in 2016, we made the decision to put all new clients on AWS. And we started a project to move 29,000 healthcare professionals from our legacy data centers into AWS. Today, we have over 55,000 healthcare professionals using our ambulatory application, and we're seeing improved margins on those clients as well. On the SaaS side, our patient portal application, which supports over 60 million patients across the US, was an early candidate to move, and we moved that back in December of last year. Once we started our journey to AWS, we realized we were on a steep learning path. Success on one project fed into the next, and we found ourselves challenging firmly held beliefs. This was truly the catalyst in transforming our IT culture. We wanted a culture that embraced DevOps principles, and migrating to AWS was a great way to inject these practices into our processes. We wanted to stop naming our servers. We wanted to measure everything. We wanted to incorporate CI/CD, and ultimately realize the goal of infrastructure as code. But it takes a team. We assessed our current team to find the right builders to move us forward. We supported education, on-site immersion days, and truly pushed employees to get AWS certified. We also wanted to foster a culture of innovation, ensuring sandboxes were available not just to R&D teams, but other groups across the organization, and then encourage these builders to take risks. And certainly, no conversation in AWS would be complete without mentioning database freedom. We definitely wanted a modern architecture that was not reliant on old guard relational databases. In 2017, we significantly ramped up development on applications like our Health Data Hub, which is built for the cloud to take advantages of services in AWS. For NextGen, there was no such thing as lift and shift. We didn't want to do the same old thing in a different location. Our Pop Health and Analytics offering is another example of an application built in AWS to take advantage of all of those services. With our shift in focus towards cloud-native design, we were truly able to take things to the next level. shared compute for multiple tenants with isolated data stores for each, and no longer dependent on those legacy database products. We're leveraging Lambda and ECS for independent scaling of services, and blue-green deployments gives us the ability to release daily with zero downtime. The ability to deliver blue-green deployments was just a pipe dream for us only a few short years ago. This is our Health Data Hub architecture. As you can see, we take advantage of many of the services AWS offers. Each component you see in the blue and green boxes gets completely repaved every new release. This is a great example of building cloud native from the ground up. What this means for our customers is that new features can be added within days compared to weeks or sometimes months compared to our old approach. Our POP Health and Analytics offering leverages AWS Systems Manager, which allows for the rapid and cohesion of previously manual tasks. It also takes advantage of serverless by leveraging Lambda as a powerful command and control agent of Redshift, building traditional data warehousing capabilities with the distributed, scalable nature of serverless. Orchestrating serverless activities with step functions add in autonomous, self-healing features to the ETL process. And finally, realizing that much desired goal of everything is code, we're taking advantage of code pipeline to orchestrate build validation and deploy CloudFormation stacks. With everything as code, even our CI/CD pipelines are versioned, code reviewed, and validated. AWS truly has helped NextGen become better. We've seen a 25% reduction in cost related to hosting, a 20% reduction in support issues, and a 20% reduction in time it takes us to get new clients onto our network. AWS certainly enabled us to achieve what we set out to do. We've simplified and reduced a lot of complexity. We've reduced costs, but more importantly, we've made them predictable. So forecasting now is much more valuable. We're definitely moving quicker, and we've seen improved uptimes, which has a positive impact on client satisfaction. And we met all these obligations while still adhering to HIPAA guidelines. So as we get into the Easter season here, I thought this was a good quote. One of our clients in New York said, "NextGen pulled rabbits out of hats for us. This would not have been possible the old way." For us, this is just one of many validations that going all in with AWS was the right one. Choosing to go all in with AWS allows us to help physicians better serve their patients by working from a platform that's made NextGen's offerings better. And in turn, this benefits all patients, all of us. Thank you.